Hello, I'm making this short video to show you how I fitted car tire valve to my pressure sprayer. This is sort of the standard hose lock sprayer. Doesn't matter what brand it is. I fitted this car tire valve to this sprayer. I usually pressurize it with an air compressor. I hate using this plunger, keep pumping up and down, it takes forever. With the air compressor it's much faster, and I can put more air inside it so it can last for much longer. But be very careful. Never ever, obviously, I don't know if I should say this or not, but obviously don't ever exceed the maximum recommended pressure. For example, on this one here it says, can you see it? Maximum 45 psi, 3 bars. Obviously don't ever exceed that figure. For me, I don't even go near these numbers. I usually put around 30-35 psi in this sprayer. At the same time, you've got the safety valve here, so when you see this safety valve start going up, that means you have got a bit too much pressure, so you can stop pressurizing or you can release some of that pressure. But as I said, I've been using this for several years now and I absolutely love it. Now I've bought a second sprayer, which is this one aside, which is this one. Well, of course it's going to have the pipes and the plunger here, but I took them away. So I'm going to show you how I put tire valve in here. Well, first of all, you need to make a hole here. In my case, well, this is this is the valve that I'm going to use. So let me take it to pieces. So this is the valve I'm going to use. This is 10 millimeters in diameter. So I made a hole here, 10 millimeter hole. By the way, for this sprayer, I forgot to mention, the maximum recommended pressure is, if you see it here, 40 psi, 3 bars, 3 bar, 40 psi. So again, I wouldn't go even near those figures. I'm going to pressurize it less than that. But at the same time, it will have a safety valve here. So if I put too much pressure, the safety valve will start leaking air. So I know that has a bit too much. So initially, you need to make a 10 millimeter hole here. When you make this hole, remember this is plastic, so it is easy to drill it through. Don't start with 10 millimeter drill bit. Start with a smaller drill bits, something like 3 millimeters, and then go up to 6, and then maybe 7, and so on until you get to 10 millimeters. And then 10 millimeters is, in my case for this valve, it's just barely enough. It's enough. Remember, try to make this hole as tight as possible to the diameter of your valve. For example, this is 10 millimeter hole, and you see it go, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it goes in sort of snuggly. I have to sort of, you can see. It goes in very tight, and I have to actually screw it in to get it in, and I like that. I want this hole to be as tight as possible. But obviously you don't put the valve this way, you put it from the inside. So I need to put it from the inside. This gap here is way too small, I can't put my hand in. So I'm going to use this trick. Just a piece of wire. Just a piece of wire. I'm going to make a little sort of like a knot here. Okay, and then I put it through the valve. But of course I took the actual valve from the inside, I just took it out. So I can put this wire in. Okay, like that. And then now I'll try to pass this wire from the top and get it out of this hole, if I can. Oh, here we go. You see, it is that easy. When I get it this way, now I can pull it in. Here we go. The valve's in. Now I need to screw it in order to pass it through the hole, because this hole is a bit too tight. You see it's coming through when I turn it. Okay, now it has been seated. So now I can push this wire back in. Well, I'm going to keep it for the moment. Let me put the washer on the knot. I'm going to put the washer. Make sure it is fully seated. I've put the washer, and then now I'm going to put the nut. Now the tricky bit. If I tighten this nut, the inside is going to spin as well. So I'm going to need to hold it so it doesn't spin. So I'm going to sort of cheat and hold it like that very gently, without damaging the thread, and then try to tighten the knot. Keep spinning. Now it has been seated and it has been tightened as well. I don't know how good it has been tightened, but I'll pressurize it and see what's going to happen. But this is how you would do it anyway. If you have hose lock, for example, the gap here is quite big, so you can put your hand inside. Actually, you can easily put your hand inside, and then you can hold like a screwdriver or spanner from the inside, and you can hold the middle part while you tighten the knot from the outside. But in this case it's a little bit more difficult because the hole here is a bit smaller. But it's done. Okay, now I've put it all back together. This has been tightened, and I've tightened both of these connectors. This is the safety valve. When you over pressurize it, the air will come out from here. And obviously this is the plunger. It says stupid plunger. And this is the spray hose, and goes like that. Okay, I've just put it all back together. And this is my air hose. Well, no, the other way around. This is my compressor air hose, and this is my trigger thing. And I'm going to pressurize it now, and let's see what's going to happen. I wonder if you can hear it. The air is going in. I wonder if you can hear it. I think that's enough. Now there is some air inside, but I didn't put any water or any liquid inside it because I'm only testing it. And let's see what's going to happen. Now, I can't hear any air coming out of this valve. I still need maybe to test it with some soapy water to see if it bubbles up or not. But anyway, let's see now. I wonder if you can hear it. I'm releasing air with this trigger. So, It's good, it is done. Now what I intend to do to put some liquid inside it for about up to whatever, about 5 liters or so, 6 liters or 5 liters or so. Yeah, about 5 or 6 liters, and then fill all the rest with air. So I will have a lot of air inside it, so it can keep me going until I run out of the liquid inside it. And I don't have to keep pumping this plunger up and down again and again. I hate that. So it is done, and I'm happy with it. It's good. Just make sure you don't exceed the maximum recommended pressure. And this goes without saying. It's really important. Otherwise, it's gonna burst in your face. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Take care. Bye.